All right, I got one fender off. It was quite the pain. Doesn't really look too bad. Yeah, rusty. A little thin in some areas. But it ain't the thickest stuff to begin with. You know, pretty decent fender. It can be used for sure. Alright, driver's side fender is off. Same deal as before. Broke all these out. There's not much you can do about it. It's in the same condition pretty much the other side. Not horrible. I got 3 out of the 4 bumper bolts removed. This one, these clips in the back here keep you can see it there. It's supposed to be a clip there. It's so rusty they just break apart, and all the other ones I've been able to get on the back end of it with some like channel locks and hold it. Well, both those bolts came out fine, so hopefully this pops out. Well, it was rotten enough, I was just able to use a pry bar behind it and just pry it out of there. I think my next task I'm gonna try to get these calipers off. I am not too confident in that. But, well, I got the caliper and the rotor off, and the pads are stuck in there, but who cares? I got a little container that I have brake fluid in. Sounded like something came out. I couldn't see it, obviously. Brake pedal just stuck to the floor. Kind of expected. Well, I got the driver's side stuff off, just like passenger side. Driver's side came off easy. Probably due to the copious amounts of grease all over everything here. I gotta get that cotter pin out of there. See if I got a socket big enough to take that axle nut off. I think my plan is going to be to try to get these bolts here out. So I can tilt this whole thing down. Hopefully the drive shaft will be able to pull out. We'll see. All right, this side's done. I was able to get it by taking those strut mount bolts out. It was a little rough, not gonna lie. Not the easiest way to do it. But I didn't want to try fighting them ball joints out. I think that would have been much harder. Yeah, you just take that cotter pin out, pull this off, back the axle nut out, and then once you get this moved out, I had to tap on it with the hammer a little bit so it was seized in there, but once I got it loosened up, I just used various prying methods and she came out. You can see the transmission fluid is draining out of the transmission there. Alright, passenger side's done. It wasn't too bad. I had to use backers on this, but they really didn't give me too much of a fight. The drive shaft came out way easier than the other side. See, I got a pan down there. Both sides are draining into it. I didn't see a drain plug and I didn't really look that hard, to be honest. There probably is one. I'll probably make a huge mess pulling this junk out, but that's how it goes. So I think that's about all I'm going to be able to get done tonight. It's close to 1 o'clock in the morning. It just took forever just to get this far. It's everything just fights. But that's the fun of it, I guess. All right, it's the next day. I'm going to try to get this engine transmission out of here. This is how I'm going to try to get the engine pulled out. That's what I got. I think I'm just going to cut the power steering pump lines off. But we'll see if I can get stuff done without being in the way too much. Get this bolt off and power steering brackets loose. Then I'm going to see if I can get this bolt out of the front here. I'm going to try using this guy. These things are awesome. This is actually a wood bit, but it might cut through that. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to see if I can try to dump it in this brake fluid container that I got going on. I give it like a 10% chance of actually landing in there. So I'm gonna be stuck here a little while. Yep. Well, it's draining. I got cut all the way through it. Try to get the other one. got her sitting here, draining into that. So that power steering pump is no longer usable. Okay, got the garage door open. It's a little windy and it's probably gonna rain. So hoping the background noise isn't too bad. There's a bolt here somewhere and one here. No idea if you even can see what's up. Camera's sitting on my magnetic mount facing upwards, and I can't see the LCD. Yep. Where'd it go? Yeah, that's a good shot of my hand. Well, suppose everybody saw that coming and didn't say nothing to me about it. Thanks. This is what I came up with. The bolt here, holding the chain on, wraps around here. Got a bolt in the middle, keep it centered, and bolt over here. That's what I had to work with, so that's what I'm going with. I still got to get the motor mounts and stuff off, but I'll get at it. And hopefully the next thing you see is the motor being lifted out. Okay, this motor mount's out. It's free. The motor is actually a little bit loose. I think it's, this needs to get separated away from this transmission a little bit more, and I think it'll be out. All right, that's it. Engine, transmission, gone. There's still some stuff I gotta get out of here yet. I got this electrical stuff here. It's like some brake lines. Probably just gonna pull the master cylinder and all that junk out. Brakes don't work. Obviously, I took them off the front and ain't got no fluid in them. I think the master cylinder might be locked up. So that's about it for now. Well, I'm going to call it a wrap on the Rampage for tonight. It is super dark because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I took a long break, just kind of regrouped and came back, and I found this was bolted into the transmission and was behind the flywheel, and that was what was holding me up. Hopefully the next video will be me probably doing something with the rear end. I'll probably have to take these tires off and such. And then I'm going to roll it out into the driveway. And we're going to get the power washer out and just clean it as good as we can get it. I still have a bunch of stuff to take off of it. Parking brake, shifter, that's just coming out. I mean, that's not going to get used. Dash got to come out. You know, like heater core, evap. I mean, I don't, blower motor, all that. I don't need any of that. I'm doing some research into what I can throw on the front end here to maybe convert this to 5-lug, but I'm kind of waiting until I get a motor and transmission to throw into it, because it doesn't really look like I'm going to get a motor and transmission to clear that brace. I'm going to take all that off. I'm talking about is this stuff here where the control arms are all hooked up to the rack. So that probably will come out of whatever donor vehicle I get. We'll make it work. Should be like a whole cradle you can throw in here. But I want to leave it on for now because I can roll the vehicle around. Once I get that off, it's stuck here. And actually right now it's the jack stands are holding it up underneath that, not the frame. I need to get the frame solidified, connected front to back somehow, just to give it a little bit of rigidity before I get too crazy cutting stuff like that up. Well, that's going to do it for me on this video. This is going to take quite a bit to edit up. Hopefully I got some more shots of me actually taking stuff off, and people find that a little more interesting than me doing a bunch of junk and coming back and talking about it. So alright, we'll catch you in the next video.